after the BICAM, it became 33.67 billion, which is 105.93% increase. I actually compared this to other House of Representatives, no? Yung available lang nakita ko yung mga 2011 under Feliciano Belmonte. After the BICAM, it only increased by 13%. 2013, under Feliciano Belmonte, it only increased by 8.53%. Under Pantaleon Alvarez, good job Pantaleon Alvarez, it didn't increase after the BICAM. Under Gloria Arroyo, it only increased by 0.08%. Under the first speakership of Lord Alan Velasco, it only increased by 12.86%. Under his second speakership, it didn't increase anymore. But look at the jump during Martin Romualdez. After the BICAM, so after I was exposing this, suddenly I'm going to ask to appear for this information. What is this information here? You have to justify to the Filipino people, why did you reward yourself with their money with this kind of increase? This is what you should be explaining to the Filipino people. This corruption is a national security issue. You are the national security issue, because why are you rewarding yourselves with that increase during the BICAM? What did you do to merit that increase during the BICAM? And during your public deliberation, this is what you approved. 15.97 billion in 2023, and after BICAM, it become 28.01 billion. Oh, this is a clear theft. Justify this. Instead of you explaining to the public of why you rewarded yourself with several billions. Not just several, no? A lot. 75% increase. Guys, we're not talking about thousands here. We're not talking about millions. We are talking about billions of your money. The money of the working class. So after I made these exposures, they would like me to appear in the House of Representatives under the guise of in aid of legislation. Take note, I already informed them that I don't live in the Philippines, but they want to keep on pressuring me, even though that they could just let me be via Zoom, just like what they do to others who are living outside the Philippines. So it is very clear that the House of Representatives is after their critics. Let me just say this to the House of Representatives. You have lost any moral ascendancy to the Filipino people. You have no justification to continue exercising power over the sovereign people of the Philippines because of what you did to their money. You don't have any moral authority over ordinary citizens when you cannot discipline your own boss. If you are not speaking against the bribery issue of Martin Romualdez, you are tolerating it, or much worse, you might be an accomplice. Dapat si Martin Romualdez yung dinidetain ninyo dahil siya ang may finding ng korte ng Amerika. And you should be ashamed of yourselves, of what you did to the money of the Filipino people. That is what we should be talking about, because this is a clear national security issue. Because this involves the hard-earned taxes of the Filipino people na walang pakundangan ninyong ina-award ninyo sa inyong mga sarili during BICAM. And mainstream media, why are you not reporting this? Can you tell us, why are you not reporting this? Why are you quick to report the plan of the House of Representatives to detain us? Why are you not reporting this? Are you still in the service of the Filipino people, mainstream media? How can you justify that? 2023, 15.97 billion, the budget that you approved during public deliberation, and after the secret BICAM, it suddenly jumped to 28 billion? Oh, there is a clear pattern here. This is a systematic plundering of the people's money. What is your justification that during BICAM, your budget suddenly would double? Hindi ba? So, if you want me to attend, let me attend via Zoom, just like what you did to others. Do not spread this false information that I don't want to attend. I have told you over and over again in several emails that I am living outside the country, and then I told you that I want to attend via Zoom just like others. It is you who don't want. Why? Now, if you would like to compel me to appear there, then you have to go through the proper process of extracting me from where I am now. But be sure that your reason for extracting me here would actually pass a real court of law. Okay? In a country where corrupt officials are punished by death penalty. So, the Vice President Inday Sara Duterte is correct. God save the Philippines. And I hope that there would still be Philippines. That's why, the system is broken. It can no longer be repaired. It has to be replaced. they will just keep on stealing, plundering the people's money. We're now in the vicinity of billions, like 10 billion, 20 billion. If this system don't gets abolished, you will just find yourself that the corruption in the Philippines will now go by hundreds of billions and then trillions. And you know what is so sad about the state of affairs in the Philippines? The protector of the people is tolerating this. Just look at the Constitution. Who is tasked to protect the people? So I just hope that you wake up. Wake up. Because if you don't, wake up, you're going to pass to a Philippines, to the next generation that is utterly broken. So wake up. Because your children, their children, will inherit a totally corrupt to the core Philippines if you don't wake up. Wake up. Because if you don't wake up, the system will just continue to be like this over and over again. They will not repair this on their own. Kita nyo na? Their critics who are raising this issue, they are now politically persecuting, and that is how they want to cover up their wrongdoings. The corruption in the Philippines is the national security issue. It is the national security issue, the most pressing one the Philippines has. If you still don't accept that corruption is a very grave national security issue, then God save the Philippines. If God has not totally forsaken us, because we are not waking up as a nation to the real condition of our country. Maraming salamat po.
This is for the motherland. I am